Love and Hip Hop family reunion because it kind of exploded towards the end of the episode, and we're going to try to talk about that. I feel like this. Okay, so let's talk about it. So Safari ends up throwing a drink at Cisco right out the gate, and I was just like, "No, Safari." Okay, now we know Cisco is annoying, but you ain't have to throw that drink in it. So Peter tells Cisco that Safari is going through a lot, and tonight wasn't a good night to talk to him. Okay, so Stevie and Mimi. Stevie acknowledges that he hasn't been to see Eva. Okay, he tells Mimi that he thinks things will be different, and he tries to like promise her that things are going to be different. But Mimi is not trying to hear that. I am with Mimi on this because you have given so many shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and promises. Like you have been giving us so many of those, and you have not followed through with anything. Then he trying to say he's gonna be back in Atlanta and stuff, so he gonna be able to like help out. It's like, baby, save the drama in the bush for your mama, okay? Because not this mama. All right, I don't like that. And you don't, at this point, don't tell me what you're gonna do. You probably need to tell your daughter. But then again, don't tell your daughter, because I know I was the type of parent that was like, show me. Okay, we'll believe it when we see it, because I wouldn't want to upset my child having him think one thing is going to happen and then it's not. Okay, so that gets annoying. Okay, but I loved how Mimi asked him like, no, he said he wanted to start over. He said, I want to start over and I want to show you more consistency. Okay, I want to show you the man that I've become. She said, I don't want to see none of that because you ain't going to be my man. What I want to see is how you've become a good father, okay? I want to see how you've grown with this parenthood thing that you got going on. That's what I want to see. Not what kind of man you've become. I want to see what kind of parent you've become and what kind of father you've become. Let's talk about that. I said, I know that's right, Mimi. So Cisco says that he wasn't upset that Safari did not come to the event. He says that he was upset with how it made him look. Then you upset that he didn't come to the event. Okay? It's not that damn deep. I'm sure Safari ain't the only person. See, Cisco, you walking around here trying to find somebody to beef with for camera time. That's what it's giving. All right? You coming up digging issues from 4, 5, 8, 10 years ago so that you in this moment can make sure that you have some film time. Because he said, if ain't nobody going to get no filming, I am going to pay me for my pain, pay me for my time. Is what is given. Okay. Then he goes on to say, yeah, and not to mention my Aunt Deb helped him with his career. I want him to stop saying that because I don't feel like Deb really helped Safari with his career. He helped Nikki. She helped Nikki with her career. Okay. She helped Nikki with the beginning part of her career. And there's that. And then because of the success that Nikki got because of Young Money and her own talent, Safari was attached to that, which is how he propelled. So don't be sitting there. I need more information. Was it Deb that helped him get onto Love and Hip Hop? That's like, bye, baby. Baby, bye. Okay. Get out your feelings and go have you a sparkling water, baby, because you don't need no more drink, baby. Go get you a sparkling water, honey. Anyway, so Marcus talks to Safari about how his situation looks to him. Okay, Safari continues to say that he didn't do it. Marcus calls him out for mishandling his wife. I said, Marcus, you would be a man that know, right? You would be one to know about mishandling your wife because you was mishandling your wife before she was your wife. What did you learn? Let us hope, honey. And y'all ain't been married that long. Okay. And you out here trying to give somebody advice and stuff. All right. I mean, the advice is sound. It's just a messenger. Anyway, what else we got? So he told Safari he needs to acknowledge and take accountability, but Safari ain't trying to hear that because he keeps saying that he didn't do it. He said, I feel like if I admit to this, then it's just me appeasing the thoughts that she got when the thoughts ain't true. And I'm just side-eyeing like, I don't know how to feel. I don't know what's the thing. Only for him to go in the confessional, and then it sounds like he admitted that he did do this. But then he was trying to do it in a sarcastic way so that we could think he's joking. And I'm just like, which the one is it at this point? Let us know. Because we believe that you did it now. All right. So then Cisco and Jonathan sit and talk. He says that, I'm sorry, not Cisco and Jonathan. Jonathan came along, but it was Cisco and Sin. Sorry. Cisco tries to say that he thought he was courting Sin because he was paying for everything until she hit him with the fact that she was talking to somebody. Did Sin and you have that conversation about you courting her? Or did you just assume that you was courting her because you was out here paying for things because you had a whole agenda that she ain't know shit about? What was that? I don't believe Cisco, y'all. Now he says that, and then, then he wanted to introduce her to the invoice once he found out she was talking to somebody. So you was cool with thinking that you was courting her and stuff. So you pretty much confirmed what it is that what it is that Sin was already saying when she said, "I felt played." Okay, she says, "I felt played. I felt like you was all down for doing this music and stuff with me, but when I told you that I wasn't interested in you on that type of level, just strictly for the music, and I'm seeing somebody, then now all of a sudden you want to hit me with an invoice and stuff." And then he talks about, "No, that's not what it is. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that." And I'm like, but you still had a hidden agenda. Right? You knew exactly what it was you was doing. And then you over here trying to make this woman think she crazy because of how she perceived the situation as though it wasn't true. And that's exactly what it was. And you just pretty much confirmed that in the confessional when you said you thought you was courting her, you thought wrong. That was your fault. Talking about you was spending money on her and doing all this other stuff. And then when you found out that she had somebody, what did you do? Based on everything you said in the confessional and said and what you said to this woman in her face, you turned around and you confirmed that you was a F-N-I-G-G-A, period, and you played her. All right, so what she was saying was right. Don't be trying to sit up here and switch it, change it, rearrange it into something else that you may want it to be. What's up, everybody over here on TikTok? If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to join us over here on YouTube as we talk about Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. The link is in the bio. Okay, so what else happened? So then he asked if she could see how, or if she could understand how he got mixed signals because they were hanging out and spending time together. And I was like, no, them signals wasn't mixed on her end. That was mixed on yours because y'all should have asked. You should have brought that to the table and told her that right out the gate instead of making an assumption. And then I feel like even if she wasn't talking to somebody, I feel like all the stuff he did for her, he was going to try to get her to a place of, you know how people try to guilt trip you? Like, see all the stuff I did. I hung out with you. I did this with you. I woot the woot. And then, try to make you feel guilty or entice you to do some things that you may not feel 100% comfortable with doing. Yeah, no. Okay. So anyway, let's keep going. He did take accountability, though. He took accountability and he apologized to her. So we appreciate that. Jonathan decides that he was going to host his gay day. Okay. He spoke on his experience with gay conversion therapy. First of all, y'all, I never even knew any of that existed until Jonathan talked about it, I think, a few years ago. And then he went more in depth with his story on that episode. And I just really felt bad for him because I'm like, I never even knew anything like that existed. Like they shot this baby up with testosterone in hopes of him transitioning or being who society or who those people think that he should have been because he was born a man. That should have been, I think it's illegal now, but it should have always been illegal. Like that just don't, to me, I feel like that's child abuse. Okay? Yeah, that's child abuse. Especially, I feel like the whoever the person was shooting them up, whoever was running the therapy facility or whatever, and the mama. I'm sorry. Everybody should have been locked up because it don't take all that, baby. It don't take all that. No, ma'am. Amina calls out Peter for not letting his son. Okay, so let's talk about this. So at this thing, Peter was really loud and he was very hyped about, praise that. Yes, so let's clap to that. I know that's right. And no parent should or no that let people live their life. Yeah. So I think it could have annoyed Amina, which led Amina to say the statements that she said. Now, I do feel that Amina was wrong for saying that at that time. Right? I feel like Amina can feel how she feel and feel uncomfortable with how Peter was handling his child, if that's how you feel. But I feel like in that moment, I think Peter was becoming so annoying. And I think she wanted to call his car, but because she probably was thinking like, you be over here acting like you such an ally, baby. You be acting like you are such an ally to the community and you know that you're not. All right. So you do have a little bit of homophobic tendencies or whatever within you, sir. Yes, you do. So I'm going to call your car. So I think that he was getting like annoying to her. So she felt the need to do it. She felt the need to, call his car or whatever. So Peter went on stage and tried to like explain himself. Right. And he talked about, because she said this is what happened. She called him out because his son for Halloween wanted to wear a ladybug costume, and it was pink, according to Peter. I want to not believe that, but I wasn't there. But I've never seen a pink ladybug costume. I've always seen a red one. So he says that it was a pink one. I feel like it doesn't even help your case whether it was pink or it's not pink. You know what I'm saying? Because he said in the confession, well, it was like a pink one. You know, he wanted to wear it, and I was like, oh, that was for girls. It wasn't a big deal. Whatever, let's move on. Because it was pink. I'm like, that don't help your case. That, I feel like that just make you look even more stupid, right? Because for me, I'm just like, if it's a red ladybug, why are you out here acting like there are not male ladybugs? Like, how they gonna be able to recreate? Like, I mean, I don't, y'all school me now, because I ain't never heard of no female insect on female insect, you know, procreating. But y'all let me know, because, you know, y'all may know something I don't. Educate me. I'm open, right? So I just feel like, I mean, if that's what he wanted to wear, like, then what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. And I feel like there was a better way to probably handle that when the situation came up. Like, okay, you're interested in this one? Okay, cool. Well, how about this? Let's choose, especially when Amina got her ass on that stage and tried to defend Peter and stuff. And she said, well, our child makes a lot of different decisions. They don't like this or they don't like that. You know, it switches from time to time. I do agree with Amina. I believe what Amina is saying, because that's how children are. What they want here, they may not want later. But I feel like that situation could have been handled with, oh, okay, so you like this one? Okay, well, let's grab this one, and then we'll grab other ones, and then we'll let you choose what your final one is going to be, right? But then when Amina gets up there and say that if that's something our kids want to wear, then we'll never sit up there and deny them. And I'm like, Amina, I hear you, but I would say and I wouldn't say we. That's just what I'm thinking, because this woman blatantly witnessed this man denying the child. So that's just me. I don't think that you can lead the statement with saying that we wouldn't deny them when we've already heard that he denied them, and him speaking on the situation, he confirmed that he did deny them. So what are you saying? Right? What else? So this led to Zell opening up his mouth. Okay. Zell opens up. Okay, most of the ladybugs we see are males. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, baby Trisha, girl. I have to do my little research, honey. Cameron looks good in pink. I hate that people make colors a big deal. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, was I saying Amina? I meant Tara. I was speaking on Tara, y'all, because it was Tara's child. Amina was the one that called out Peter for the situation, but Tara was the one who, because Tara has the boys. So she was the mother is the mother to the little boy that Peter denied the pink, allegedly, the pink ladybug. The pink ladybug costume. And then Tara was also the one that went onto the stage and tried to defend Peter, right? So I just felt like, but we already heard him deny, so that doesn't matter. What else? Yeah, I've already said that about Amina. I feel like she was wrong at the time when she pulled this card. And then, like, Erica told her, like, that's not your child for you to speak on. Like, that is Tara's child for her to speak on. So why are you bringing her child up into your BS? Okay, with Peter, because you feeling whatever way, right? So there's that. I'm glad it kind of happened because it opened up more conversation. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. So then Zell says that he sees nothing wrong with what Peter did, because Zell is speaking from his experience of being raised with a dad similar to Peter. Okay. The only thing is his dad taught him how to be more masculine. And when I heard Zell talk about how his dad raised him to be a person that won't get treated unfairly or won't be discriminated against as he gets older, for me, it made me think that, so your dad raised you to be trained. Basically. And I understand, you know, his dad didn't shun him away. A lot of dads shun you away or whatever. A lot of parents, you know what I'm saying, they shun you away when they find out about that. But so I understand his dad wanting to protect him as well. But I ain't gonna lie, one of my eyebrows went up about Zell's dad just a little bit. But okay, Dad, good job teaching your son how to flip-flop or whatever he needs to do, you know, to save his life and stuff, girl. I guess. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, okay? What else? So he started just really talking about how his dad was a real NIGGA. He was raised by a real man and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay. And So then Bobby says that a child should be able to be what they want to be, right? Zell disagrees, and Bobby calls him out like, dude, you gay. What are you talking about? Like, you're gay. So then Zell speaks on how he had a real man to raise him or whatever, and how he taught him and all this other stuff, right? So we talked about Erica, and Erica told Amina she was wrong. Amina says Tara was there, and Tara didn't say anything. And this was after Erica said that this is Tara's child. Like, why are you bringing up her child? She said, well, Tara was there and she ain't say anything. Why do I believe what Amina's saying? I do. I feel like Tara don't open her mouth for a lot of stuff. Had Cardi B not been on that stage and collected Peter in the way that she collected his ass at their reunion, Tara wouldn't have said nothing. Now, I've never, like, Tara, she just don't. She just don't, girl. But anyway, but she also goes on to say that my son did not want to be a ladybug for Halloween. And I'm like, yeah, he probably did because he wasn't given the option to be one. But okay, I don't know, girl. But anyway, so then what else? Oh yeah. So when it comes down to, like, you know, these costumes and these colors and stuff, I think a lot of parents do things that what Peter does based on, like, because I think Jonathan told his story about what he wanted to wear, and his mom said, no, you can't wear that because it's for girls or something. He had a similar situation when he was a child, and it made me think about how I feel like a lot of parents may do that to their children, not so much as, no, you can't have that, you shouldn't have that because you're a boy and that's a girl. But I think they do it often based on how society is going to perceive them and how they're going to be looking at them. I do think that could be the case sometimes, where it's a lot of parents like, no, you're a boy, you're a girl, that's what it's going to be. You're going to wear your hair in plaits, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. But I think it's also driven by how society has viewed that community over the years and how they feel like people are so judgmental or whatever. So they don't want to be one of the ones that's being talked about around town or whatever. Girl, bye. And some of them folks' houses be just as worse on the inside, girl. And they can't talk about nobody. So I guess anyway. So I do feel like if it was a little girl that wanted to put on like a Superman costume or wanted to put on like an Iron Man or whatever, Captain America, I feel like nobody would bat an eye. But when the little boy wants to put on a ladybug or something like that, then it's a problem. You know, the standards stay doubled. Zell and Jonathan, so they end up talking out their issues, okay? They work out their issues, and it was great to see. They both start crying and being emotional, and that's why I love that. As much as we hate how Amina brought this situation to the light or how Amina came for Peter or whatever, it needed to happen so that conversations can start happening, because it caused Zell to kind of see some of the errors of his ways. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everybody just needed the conversation. So I actually liked that it came out. And yeah. So then what else? Bobby. It's funny, I told y'all, Bobby wasn't understanding to Jonathan's situation when he and Zell got into it. And I said, Bobby, you not sympathetic or understanding because it's not you. But when Zell flip on you, then you gonna see. And that's exactly what ended up happening, okay? So Zell flipped out on him. Bobby was over there crying. I think the statement and the comment about, you know, Bobby having a dad, Zell having a dad, but Bobby not growing up with one. I think that really hurt him and really touched him a lot. But it was nice of Zell to recognize his wrong, correct his issues with Jonathan, go over there and talk to Bobby, love on Bobby, hug on Bobby. That's what made Bobby cry even more. And it was just a good moment. I mean, Bobby apologized as well. So I mean, it was cool, you know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it. LOL, the standards, they doubled. I'm going to start using it. Yeah, I said, you know, the standards stay doubled. That's how I go. Girl, you know the standards stay doubled now. This what it is. This what's up, okay? You know the standards, they stay doubled. Let me see. His dad is the reason why he's unhappy. I'm under the impression that he's saying he's bi because that will make things easier for his dad to swallow. Zell is a bottom. You know, I can see that. It's definitely giving people pleaser because the world has become so advanced that you don't necessarily have to go and be with a woman to, you know, father a child. And I feel like, I mean, if you find love in, you know, another man and that's what you want to do, then go do that. You know, because it's not a lot of women that are open to men and being in a relationship with men and fathering children with men that are openly bisexual. So I feel like that's going to be even more stressful for him to be feeling conflicted, you know, with wanting to be, you know, whether he's straight gay or whether he wants to be bi. I feel like it's going to make him feel conflicted already within himself. And then to try to find a woman to fully accept you as you are and have kids with you, I feel like that's going to be a struggle too. So if you find it over here, go over there and get that. You know what I'm saying? Go get that. Tara trying to have Peter back at all costs. She can't betray him. Ooh, yikes, honey. Yikes. I hate to hear it. I really do. I hate to hear that all day long. Oh, when you say Cameron, you were talking about Cameron the rapper. Cameron the rapper looks good in P. I hate that people make colors a big deal. Listen, and because he's a grown man now, I feel like, yeah. Now that he's grown and he can choose his own colors and stuff, I think it becomes like a bit more acceptable. But when it's a child that wants to wear pink, you know, it becomes like an issue. And I think sometimes people have a hard time when children do make decisions to be like, no, I want to wear this pink color. You know, like I want my hair dyed pink. And, you know, even though a lot of us say like, oh, well, children aren't old enough to choose or make a decision. Are they? Are they or are they not? Maybe not sexually. Of course, they're children. Why would you even want to do that? But if they tell you, hey, I want to wear the pink shirt. I want to wear the pink shirt to school today. Okay, then wear the pink one then. You just got to put on these clothes. I was a teacher, and a lot of the fathers come to us and tell us that they don't want their sons playing in the house area. But if the child wanted to go to the house area, I cannot stop them. Exactly. And that's y'all problem right there, because when they get older, girl, they don't even know how to do anything in the house. Not all of them. So let these kids go out here and do what they want, play in their little house and have their little cooking sets and stuff. Okay. Oh, I didn't know the baby was crying. He did want to be a ladybug because Amina said that he was crying. I didn't know the baby cried. I missed that part. I just felt like it was fluff coming from Tara, though, for sure. Talking about he didn't want to be that on Halloween. Girl, was the option there? Jeez Louise. Thank you so much, Naturally Mar, for being in the chat, honey. Yes, we got over 150 people in the chat, so please be sure to hit the like button, okay? I'm going to go ahead and end this live now. I thank you guys so much for joining. Y'all know I got to get ready for the well, I got to see what Miss Girl over there talking about on her channel, girl, after this lawsuit done hit. Okay? So, y'all know I got to go over there and see what she's saying, honey. Black people love to say we should have our rights and respect as long as you're not gay. You know what? That's what's up. I'm so glad that you said that, because I meant to mention that earlier. The actions that Peter was giving me is, I'm cool. I love the community. But my child can't be it though. I love this or that. I love it, but I'm not doing it though. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the energy that he was giving to me. Like he's like, you can do some stuff that could ruin my life, and my child is named after this person. Yeah, no. Okay, it was definitely giving that to me, and I'm trying to think of something else that I could relate to it, and I can't. But it was like, I'm cool with this, but you can't be that. I love watching actors on TV. I love watching movies. I think that's a great career to have, but you can't go off and be that. That's not going to be successful enough for you. It's not, no, ma'am, that's not fair. If one doing it, then if that's what they want to do, then let them do what they're going to do. But anyway, girl, this was cute, honey. Thank you all so much for hopping on. I hope you all enjoyed the reviews of Jocelyn's Cabaret, as well as Loving Hip Hop Family Reunion. I'm your girl, Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie That's Me. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.